Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, October 16th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Arundel County. I am so glad I made it to the Annie Awards last night at Maryland Hall to see some well-deserving individuals receive awards. Among them, Paul Gillespie from the Capitol as the Arts Maverick, Kathy Sweckel of Annapolis Opera for Arts Leadership, and Tony Spencer for Lifetime Achievement in the Arts. Congrats to my three friends and the other 6 recipients, and thank you to all for your contributions to the arts community in Anne Arundel County. Now, here's your OMG fact for the day, which is not an art-related OMG fact. Rats laugh when you tickle them. But now we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? Anne Arundel County Police are investigating an armed home invasion on Mountain Ridge Court in Glen Burnie that left an adult man with minor injuries. Officers were called just after 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Police say that a male suspect entered the victim's apartment with a firearm, demanded money, and struck the victim in the head with the handgun before fleeing with an undisclosed amount of cash. The victim was taken to a local hospital and is expected to recover. Detectives described the suspect as a black male in his teens or 20s, about 5'10", with a medium build, wearing dark clothing. At this point, investigators do not believe the suspect and the victim knew one another. Anyone with any information is asked to contact detectives at 410-222-6145. Maryland's Attorney General Anthony Brown has issued guidance reminding local and state officers that when they partner with federal agencies, they must still follow Maryland law. The memo says that officers should adhere to state standards on the use of force, civil rights protections, body-worn cameras, and accountability, and that Maryland officers should not enforce civil immigration laws or assist federal agents in doing so. The guidance comes as National Guard troops have been deployed to several U.S. cities by President Donald Trump and amid speculation about deployments closer to home. Brown said, quote, Maryland's law enforcement officers are governed by Maryland law and the communities they serve, regardless of shifting federal priorities. Well, it's a happy day for South County boaters. Anne Arundel County has reopened the public boat ramp at Discovery Village in Shadyside under a new agreement. The county says they have restored access while saving money. The ramp at 4800 Atwell Road is now open and public access is secured through July of 2027. County Executive Stuart Pittman called it, quote, good news for the county, our taxpayers, and our boaters in South County, saying that the deal is fiscally responsible and restores access at a popular site. The Department of Recreation and Parks says that the lease totals $292,000 and includes repaving of the parking lot with costs to be paid from the county's capital budget. Officials estimate the changes will save more than $1.5 million over the next 21 months. The ramp had closed on July 1st, and the county temporarily arranged access at Parish Creek Marina to get boaters through the 2025 season. Annapolis Republicans say they drew a standing room only crowd at a West Street rally for their 2025 municipal slate. Bobby O'Shea for mayor, Ken Vincent for Ward 2, Jack Papaleonte for Ward 5, and George Gallagher for Ward 6. Organizers with the Annapolis Republican Central Committee report that former Maryland Governor Bob Ehrlich attended and voiced his support for the slate, and former state GOP Chair Dirk Hare covered admission for 25 Maryland young Republicans. The audience included local business owners, civic leaders, and political figures. The committee cast the event as a show of party unity and community engagement ahead of the November 4th municipal election. Whether attendees came for the speeches, the slate, or the chance to be photographed next to a former governor, you can tell the campaign season in Annapolis has reached a fevered pitch. You want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this weekend. This week, I'm talking with Sophia from Naptown Sings and Plays, and that's going to drop at noon on Saturday. And in closing, one of the best ways to stay up to date on the local news is to receive the daily news recap email, which is sent out at 7 p.m. every single day. It is free, and it is paywall free, and here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up if you're not already. And please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. All right, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, and Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. So now you just need to sit back because George Young is here with your Eye on Annapolis local weather, and Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is here with this week's Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minute. All that's coming your way, so hang tight.
Fish for a day, party for a night, all for a great cause. Don't miss Fish for a Cure's 19th annual fishing tournament and shore party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Register to fish and raise funds for the Cancer Survivorship Program at Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. All funds raised directly benefit cancer patients and their families. Register your boat or get your shore party ticket for fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Thursday, October 16th. Pretty nice day yesterday for the Annapolis region. While today will be a bit cool and breezy, conditions on the whole will stay very nice for the area into early next week with only a few rain showers expected. Late Sunday into the early morning hours of Monday. Look for plenty of sunshine today with highs in the lower mid-60s as winds gust over 20 miles per hour at times out of the north, with a chilly start likely tomorrow, with temperatures in the upper 30s and lower 40s for most spots in the region ahead of sunshine and mid to upper 60s for afternoon highs. As for the weekend, the expectation is for mostly sunny skies with highs in the upper 60s to maybe lower 70s Saturday, followed by low to mid 70s and more sun on Sunday with some showers expected late Sunday into Monday with sunshine returning Monday and Tuesday with highs each day in the 65 to 70 degree range. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region, so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road. On Saturday, check out Rockin' Around the Stocking, where you can design your own colorwork stocking. On Sunday, they have a comprehensive Learn to Knit class. And then on Monday, they have an ornament workshop, where they have a different theme each week. Registration is open for Intermediate Amigurumi Crochet Reindeer Workshop, Colorwork Without Tangles, Beginner Mosaic Knitting, a series of knits, Mosaic Crochet with a Christmas stocking, and more ornament workshops for November and December. The Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn. On Saturday, check out their Fall Harvest Day, where you can pick and paint pumpkins, make dried flower pumpkins, make an indoor fairy garden, and enjoy live music, children's activities, and food. At Local by Design, on Saturday, check out their Fall Holiday Candle Jar Workshop, and registration is open for their Wire Wrapping Workshop, coming up in November. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight, check out Art Bar, where you can enjoy a candlelit lounge-like atmosphere, and a couple hours of good company and art. On Saturday, there's Double Exposure Intermediate Photography, and then on Sunday, there's Vibe Flow and Chill Yoga. And registration is open for more workshops coming up soon, including Virtual Botanical Drawing, Natural Dyeing, their monthly Creative Circle meetup, Family Art Night, Community Figure Drawing, Mystery Art Making, and more. And Art Farm's kids camps are in full swing. Today, there's Watercolor, Liquid Acrylic, and Ink for grades 7 through 10. Saturday, there's Art and Identity, Express Yourself for grades 4 through 6, as well as a Kids Art School for grades 1 through 3. On Monday, there's a Kids Art School for grades 1 through 3 as well. Also a Kids Art School for ages 4 through 5, Fashion Design, Sketching, and Conceptualizing for grades 6 through 9, as well as podcasting for grades 6 through 9. On Tuesday, they have a Kids Art School for grades 1 through 3, as well as another one for grades 4 through 6. And then on Wednesday, there's Drawing and Painting for grades 4 through 6, Hand-Drawn Comics for grades 3 through 5, and Teen Photography for grades 8 through 11. And they have more kids' art camps coming up soon, including ones involving fashion design, watercolor, and more. at the Arundel County Public Library System this week. Tomorrow, Glen Burnie has a Lego Club. Saturday, Broadneck has a Lego Challenge. Odenton has Machine Sewing Basics. Mountain Road has Stitch and Chat. And Bush Annapolis has Flicks with Sticks, watching 1983's Local Hero. On Monday, Brooklyn Park has Spooky STEM activities. And Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art. On Tuesday, the Severn Library is watching Coco, as well as having a craft night. Bush Annapolis has Little Artists at Night. Severna Park has Mindful Making. Broadneck has Broadneck Needlecrafters. And Mountain Road has a STEM Robotics Night with Chesapeake High's first robotics team. And then on Wednesday, Brooklyn Park has Electric Earth, experimenting with electricity, and you can build your own flashlight. Riviera Beach has Science Explorers at Riviera Beach. Mountain Road has a Sip and Craft. Edgewater has a DIY geode skull. And Bush Annapolis has Sewing Basics. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. You can find links to all these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
When someone you love needs care at home, you want more than just help. You want trusted support from people who truly care. That's where Interim Healthcare of Annapolis comes in. Locally owned and serving seniors in Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Charles, Prince George's, and Queen Anne's counties. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis offers personalized in-home care that's flexible, reliable, and compassionate. From Alzheimer's and dementia care to assistance with bathing, dressing, fall prevention, transportation to appointments, and even 24-hour care. Interim of Annapolis also offers respite care to give family caregivers a much-needed break. With Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, you get the backing of a trusted national network and the heart of a hometown provider. Call Art Dandridge at 443-808-1003 or visit interim.com/Annapolis to learn more. That's interim.com/Annapolis. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. Personalized service at home, peace of mind, and always there when you need care. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.